All right, this is a special message to my Chart Witness followers. People, um, trading, not every week is going to be stellar weeks, and not every day is going to be a great trading day because, stocks have to confirm. But when they do confirm and when the market sets up, you can make a lot of profits. And Apple has been a great example. Since we started the party in Apple, and I talked about I talked about the breakout buying in the 118 to 115 zone, and that was this area here, and they adding to the 119.60 area to the 120 and a half, which was achieved on this day here. It was really achieved on the close here, but we had the follow through day over here, and you can see we've had nothing but winning trades, right? Things like Mastercard, that I was all prepared, all witnessed by my you Chart Witness followers. But this stuff had to all trigger, and UNH, you know, nice winning trade here. Patience. I mean, I've been talking about this, you know, for over a week now. But we trigger today, right? And this is how it goes, right? You have to be patient, right? But when they trigger, and then the money starts to come in, and then this stock still is good to go. I mean, someone asked me, this still is good. The numbers I talk about is still an early entry signal. That the 111 area, because with this high here, this stock is good even because if it takes out this high, that confirms the pattern. This is kind of like an early entry signal that in anticipation we will break these highs over here. But instead of by getting in this proper breakpoint zones, based on the pattern and the visionary lines and a lot of things I look at, it sets us up to hold for the proper breakout move, which is really above 114.32. Look at Mastercard. I'll give you an example. So I talked about Mastercard, but I look for, and sometimes you have to pay higher, right? I mean, sometimes breakouts you have to pay higher. It's just based on my experience and what the visionary lines are saying and all these things. But I talked about 88 to 89 area, but the real breakout was when this broke out above 89.87. Right? So we were prepared that if there was any games to be played over here, we would be able to hold that and hold for the big breakout. I think the stock, can go to 100, and my targets are 95 to 100. Right? But you have to prepare all the time. And some weeks you get a lot of confirmation, and some weeks you do not. But the thing is that when the market is aligned, and this is a big thing I'm working on, when the market is aligned, which is what it is right now, take the SPY here, and you've got you have things that the good setups will more likely work, right? So we've got everything where when the market is in its chop zone phase, which was, practically in these months over here, there are trades that work, but they don't work as easily, and it's tougher. So then mentally, and you got to be prepared, which I was. I believe the stock market was very bullish a week over a week ago, but we needed to really confirm, and we really confirm now. And a lot of people are looking that the market was supposed to go down. They have no idea what they're doing. Trust me, there are pros that were thinking this market was going to go down. There is no proof. You can't guess. People, trust me when I tell you, people are guessing too much. And I learned, and from even my own visionary lines, that guessing does not work. You can't catch the big moves. You can't prepare for the big moves if you're guessing you think the market is going to go down. Meanwhile, there is no proof of it. Proof comes through confirmation, proper price pattern, so on and so forth. It's not an easy thing. You notice everything I say. I mean, here I'm talking about Tesla, for example, as a bottom play. Now, even though this did well today, this doesn't mean that we may not pull back. I explained this. This is a choppy thing. I can't predict exactly what's going to happen. But what I can say, or what I do know, is this is definitely not a stock that wants to go lower. There's a fundamental shift. But people were looking to short the stock. And trust me, and they couldn't. And that's another bullish thing. When your stock starts to act, I'm gonna talk about shorting stock. I think I talked about, was it Yelp? I'll give you an example. So let's take a look at Yelp. It can't confirm. I think it's very bearish. The charts are saying that, but it's not really confirming that. And so I don't want to bother with the stock. Why bother shorting something? Because I think it's still negative. And if it doesn't want to confirm, I don't see the point of it. But I can tell you one thing: this chart looks really negative, but it's not confirming. So a hell with it. I don't want to be bothered with this. I rather go with the stocks that want to confirm that are short. For example, when we see stock like MA or UNH, I know these are bullish stocks, UNH, right? But it doesn't matter how bullish I am, we still have to confirm. And there's more to it than this. So now you have to learn to manage trades. The point of my chart witness followership right now, the scope of my program, is really to show you how I identify, to prove how I can identify winning trades. And from that alone, I believe most people can make some good money. But then to manage trades, there's so many other ways to trade this stuff. All that other things which could help a person. I believe maybe perhaps in the future, many of my followers, one of my plans is that everyone will do really well. And when I do decide to, make a website, subscription website, all my followers will gladly want to invest in the website subscription, because they have made the money to pay for it for 10 years, 10 years forward. Example, let's say I make a subscription website and charge as little as $50 a month, right? For a lot of people, if they've made $10, $20, $30,000, I think to pay $600 a month to keep making more and more money would be a no-brainer, right? But at this phase of what I decided to do in this program was simply just to what I'm doing is just showing the identification process, that I know how to identify strong winning stocks and high odds, and sometimes they don't go too far because market conditions. And of course, I'm always looking to improve my system, but I'm also on a major breakthrough. And identify, between the scan, with my systems between scanning stocks. I have so many things that go. It's not just the visionary lines; they're part of the process, but it's my experience, the scanning, chart, candlestick patterns that I know how to identify very well. Chart patterns, volume patterns. I look to put the odds in. The more odds in your favor, the better. And remember, I look for quality versus quantity. And I figure if my chart witness followers can make money just based on me just telling them what's bullish, it's a matter of you managing the trade. But perhaps in the future, when I do something, I can do something more powerful, which can help increase people's odds in their favor of making money, and put all my years of experience to helping everyone, me, not just me, but my followers make money in a big way. So let me know, guys, what you think about the future. But at the same time, the reason why I have I ask my chart witness followers right now is to really spread the word, really do what you can to say positive things on my site. Making comments, as many comments when you feel as applicable. You see, like, it's working, and it tracks. We need. I'm more interested in growing the chart witness follower part of it. It's more so than the followership. As I said to you, I think this follower thing it's overrated, because a lot of people, I believe, are just inactive. And so I developed this chart witness follower idea I got, because I feel that if people exclusively want to follow me because they're making more money through following me than they do on their own, then that help that empowers me as well, right? More positive facts, people making money off a lot of ideas that I have, or even for example, if I like something that you like, that will give you the motivation to do something, because you say, oh, Power Trigger Trade is saying the same thing. So let me know what you guys think. That's the plans, future plans of Power Trigger Trade. We will have a website, but when I do have the website, everybody will want to, my opinion, will want to invest in a subscription-based fee, because they have made the money to pay for that subscription, 10 times over, 100 times over. It's basically, chump change, tax write-off. It's nothing. But for me, it motivates me. When you have people willing, just right now as we're doing the followership, and all I'm asking for people is just to simply, make comments. And the more, and anybody, whatever things you can come up with, whatever can help me grow this followership, so we can launch the website, in due time. It's going to be because everybody's going to want this thing to move to the next level, to do, and who knows what other ideas I come up with. When I started doing this, I never did. I never had this chart witness followership, and I need it. And I have it. It's a lot of effort. I need an email program to do that. And those email programs cost money as well, right? But I thought that to myself, that if I give people a reason to follow, you post stuff, but people, I found that it wasn't as effective as this chart witness follower thing. And then you don't see people making comments on streams. It's just, I'm doing something unique, I believe, and it gives me. My son plays on the Xbox, and I get these messages. Because Windows is connected to the Xbox. But anyways, AEPL. So that's my message to you. Trading isn't easy, and we're gonna have months, weeks that things aren't so great because things don't confirm, and sometimes it's better not to be in the market. But the market doesn't pay you on a daily basis. You can make all the money. These past 2 weeks could pay for, if you're properly structured, and it could pay for months. Can make half your year. Believe me, can make your full year. It's all about getting. There's a saying, people, that the market chops like 60% or 70% of the time and moves the other 30. It's true. I mean, look at Apple here. Look. This was chopping, right? For what? There was money to be made in this, but theoretically, this was chopping. Then we had the strong move, and then we chopped, and now we're in that strong move again. And then we're gonna chop. That's how it is. Chop, setting up, move. Chop, setting up, move. This is the market, people. And it's identifying what zone, what phase we are in, and then are we in the phase of the new lifting mode, and that's how you make the money. Thanks for listening. Like the video.